Bars is back. Sam and oh God, what's up with you? Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip Hop Uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest.
All right, man. If you're interested in promoting your business, brand, or talent on Hip Hop News Uncensored, send me an email right now, ogod@hiphopun.com. That's ogod@hiphopun.com. Very affordable rates. Let's get it. All right.
He was the reason I got car wash. Richard Pryor, the Pointer Sisters, George Carlin. I mean, just it was a blast.
Absolutely.
What did Richard Pryor talk about him? How was that whole experience? And a lot of people say a lot of things about him. So how was your experience?
Richard Pryor was one of the most humble, funny people I've ever met. I mean, he was cracking up on the set. He was quiet sometimes, but when he said something, he was funny. And a really kind heart. He didn't come on as this big Richard Pryor guy. He came on as the Reverend Pimp he was supposed to be. And it was a collaborative experience. And he was wonderful. I enjoyed working with him.
Now, another legend in the game, a legendary comedian and actor, and just pillar in our community when it comes to acting is Bill Cosby, and his name has been destroyed. It's not. I mean, it is what it is. As of late, and now he's sitting in prison at almost 90 years old, if he's not 90 yet. And you see this happening, and this occurrence is happening more and more. We see now T.I. and Tiny. I don't know if you're aware of that, but now they're going through their set of drama, and it seems like it's going on a lot. So what's your whole thoughts on that? It's Bill Cosby.
It's not only Mr. Cosby, but I hope the day comes when there's equal treatment in terms of crimes. In other words, Bill Cosby is in prison. I think Harvey Weinstein, is he still on house arrest in his home, or is he in prison? I don't know.
I think he's home. Yeah.
He's still at home?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Damn. I don't know.
And some of these other people who have done as bad or worse things than Mr. Cosby, somehow, I'm not saying get a pass, but they get different treatment. And I'm not saying what Mr. Cosby did was right, but I do know that if you're a black celebrity, you're a target. And sometimes the people that you think have your back stab you in the back. And so, and there's always people out there looking to bring you down.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were just waiting for a time. I think when he tried to buy NBC, that was a time when folks, said he was getting a little too uppity or whatever. So,
yeah. Let's talk Menace to Society. I mean, that was probably one of the first movies that I've seen you in. He came out way before that, but that role. Talk about that role, and is it true that you based that character, on your father's demeanor as far as how you did the interrogation in the movie?
Yeah, my father was very quiet but very direct. He didn't mess with him, but he always got to the point with him. There were phrases that they used in those days when you're talking to them. They ask you, did you do something? And you're not telling the truth. They would say, look at your face and say, you know something? I ain't as dumb as you look. So that was the consciousness, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so that character, and it's amazing. Out of all the characters I've played and done in my career. I traveled around different parts of the world. You know, that one line is what these kids say to me no matter where I go.
I believe it.
I mean, that one line to this day. So it's like, you know, the Hughes brothers are brilliant writers and directors, producers, and it's only one scene in the whole movie. So I really enjoyed it.
You know, looking back on it, when you look at when it comes to movies and hip hop culture, some movies go side by side and some actors go side by side. And I think you were one of those actors, Mr. Duke, that will always kind of coincide with hip hop culture when you look at the movies that you've done. Talk about that almost being a hip hop legend as well as a acting legend in the game.
Well, you know, I like great music. And the person who really hooked me into hip hop or rap music was KRS-One. I mean, not only were the beats great, but the lyrics. I mean, if you listen to his lyrics, they were political, they were challenging to society and to us both, to us all. You know, they're challenging lyrics, you know. And I feel the same way about Common. I feel the same way about a few other people, you know, and their mess. You know, I know there's a controversy about, you know, Kanye West, etc. But in his early days before his mother's death, Kanye was one of the greatest lyricists to me because I mean, yeah, I don't know I think it's in School Days. He has this lyric where he says, "Oh my people, for that dollar, how low we stoop."
Yeah.
But when you riding in your Benz, still a nigga in a coupe.
Yeah. That's real.
You know what I mean? And then I love. You ever hear crack music? Some of my favorite songs, crack music. So I'm saying I call it edutainment.
Got you. Yeah.
Entertain you, but they put a little something, you know, something in there. You know what I'm saying? For you to think about and feel. Those are my greatest artists. The people that can do that.
Gotcha.
Make any sense?
Yeah.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
A few minutes ago we were talking about, you know, you said if you're a black celebrity entertainer, you're a target. One guy that you speak out about is Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You talk about him and knowing people close to him. And we talked to his family members personally, his niece and his nephew, a couple of times here on the program. So we got a little connection to the family. What do you think about what's happening to him even after death? Where you had the Safe Chuck and the William Roebuck guy that was trying to get money from his estate. The documentary came out. That and what do you think about Michael Jackson and knowing people close to him?